Holy smokes, dude. It's so sick. We win the flip in the sickest way, Dottie. Listen, if you need the accountability of like what would I do? I feel like you guys can do the same thing with yourself. You know, like what should I do should be the same answer as what I would do probably. Need to flat here. In theory, we just need to flat with kings. It's literally too strong of a hand to re-raise because it's just like, because of the math situation of sub 20 blinds, it's like we want to be able to have some strong hands, and kings is such a strong hand, blind versus blind. We see a really bad flop, ace-high flop. We see the perfect turn card. And now hopefully they have this ace-8, you know? We didn't want them to have ace-8 on the flop, but we did pre-flop and on the turn. So let's see what happens. Bet of 1200, gonna call again. We are all in. I think we win here. I agree with talking through hands being useful. Whenever I make a day 2, I stream it to my friends. Helps the time, makes me play more focused. Word, yeah. Yeah, for sure. You had to focus, right? For sure. Do you watch the Spurs game yesterday? I did with Rebecca. Yes, it was excellent. Pretty good flop for Jack 3. Probably not 3 streets of value. I'll start with a check. They min bet, we call. Turns an ace. Okay. This is not making a ton of sense, to be honest. This is a super weird line by me. I'm raising for value with my second pair. Damn. All right. We chop. Yeah, it's kind of a gangster line, but my thinking is pre-flop, they're not going to have very many ace-x. They're going to raise most of their ace-x, right? So on the flop, they have draws, they have jack-x, but they're very unlikely to bet ace-x. If they decide to check ace-7 pre-flop, and the flop comes jack 8-3 or something like that, they're going to check back their ace-high because they're not getting value from their ace-high. There's not enough to protect against. It's not a great board, so it's just a check-check. So when the ace comes to the turn, my thinking is that our opponent really doesn't have very much ace-x, and we have a lot more ace-x than they do, I think. You know, especially the hand playing out the way it was. Check calling the flop. A lot of ace-x in that. So when they bet the turn, it's like they mostly have bluffs, I think. They mostly have draws. They ended up going for the value bet with their other jack that we chop against. But I think my line is pretty gangster. I think it's pretty cool because we've just kind of established that they're really quite capped in that spot. It's really difficult for them to have good hands. And so we can value raise really thinly and get some value against some straight draws and some flush draws in the turn there. And probably raise call a jam. But Ricky Kebabs. What's up, Ricky? Thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Welcome back to the team. Gets the love of the chat for the man, Ricky Kebabs. Thanks so much, man. Jimmy qualified for the mini main with your giveaway ticket. Let's go. Joker Jimmy 95. So glad to hear that, man. Really glad to hear that. Bluffing the river? Yes. Yeah, we are. Trying to bluff ace high here. Check, 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 and then bet the river. Their most likely hand is definitely ace high in this spot. They could have a hand like 5s. Could have like a hand like 8s without a diamond, something like that. Although the hand probably bets at some point. So let me take it down. Here we need to bluff because what bluffs do we have? Like none. We have no bluffs except for 9-8. Queen 9 suited, I guess. So yeah. Let's go for the bluff here because I can't find another bluff. We actually have to fold jack 10 on table 3. 2 pair on the flop to folding the turn to the barrel. It's pretty fun. This is the game of poker in 2022, man. This is it. Trying to figure that stuff out. As our dog Dougie is absolutely going wild upstairs. Zoomies engage. Queens against 9s. We've done this before, but I had jacks last time. How we doing? C'est bon. C'est très bon. Let's go. Get it done. We're going to go for an all-in with ace-king. Against Marlin. This is in the satellite to the 5K. Big spot here. Big moment. Pretty good flop. 53%. I like our odds. Got to dodge one out, chat. One out. Let's go. Average stack is going to be 100K. We don't need to be at 100K, but it's 1 in 5 get a seat. We're doing really well against this jam. So we're all in. We have to flip, which really is sad. We don't want to flip. That's a great start, though. That's a great start. Let's go. We're up to about 50,000, and now I would say we're about a flip to get a seat right now. We're about 50-50. I think you will learn fast. I understand your French. Thank you, Shaheen. Thanks, man. I always learned piano by like ear when I was young, you know? So I feel like I can hear it pretty well. But let's see how it goes. Dodge here. This is a really important pot, chat. Let's go, man. We're in a great spot now. Top 20 get into the 5K. That's already running. Open the 10-9 suited. We will be forced to gamble against Junior for a great price, but we're obviously hoping they just both fold. Take it down. We are dominated. Domination nation. 10 of non-clubs, 2 outs. Rip. Okay, down to 46K. All right, blinds went up to 5K, 10K. We're in the big blind of the pair. I think this is going to be the one we risk it with. We're obviously going to have to flip on the bubble. We're 6 off the money, but if we win this flip, we're very likely to get a ticket. The only way we fold is if it goes jam call, because then I think we're up against a pair very frequently. But they folds. All right, chat. Here it is. Good luck for a 5K ticket. Almost like 70-80% here if we win this pot. Flipping. We need no pips. Could be. Oh! Oh! Holy smokes, dude. It's so sick. We win the flip in the sickest way, Dottie. Oh my goodness. We're now 15th. It's such a sick way to win a flip, man. Oh, dude. That's so insane. All right. Now, ace-3, great hand. It's not a hand we can call an all-in with, but if it folds to us, it's obviously a shove. We're not there yet. We're 15 to 26. We're definitely very favorites, right? Like 4 out of 5 people almost are going to get a ticket here. And we just went through the big blind, so that's good. But we cannot call jams. We're not hand for hand yet. Come on, dude. Let's play the 5K today, chat, huh? Oh, wow. This might be a jam, though. Yeah, we're 19th. Ace-10 is really good. If it folds to us, I think we have to go for this here. It's not definite that we need another jam, but it's definitely like the likelihood's pretty decent. And this is like a really good hand with a lot of fold equity. Okay, we have a player all in the big blind there. 23. Yeah, but there's 3 blinds, 4 blinds, and then us. Yeah, I think it's an all in here. Good luck. Good luck, chat. This is a big moment. It's a big moment with the ace-10. We do not want a call, obviously. We don't want someone to wake up with aces here, obviously. This is to get into the 5K. We got called. Oh, that's such a bad call, dude. What are they doing? This doesn't make any sense. It's just a bad call. There's just no way around it. It's really bad. They must be autopiloting or something. Like there's just no way this is any good. All right, GG, we're not going to make it. I'm going to move the 1500 over to table 6 so that we can get the party stuff going. Ace Queen, pretty good. It's going to be a rejam against this open. Kind of polarized. A min raise off 14 blinds, but Ace Queen is very strong. Covering for bounty. I think it's a no-brainer spot. And then they just call and have kings. It is what it is, but like, you know, got to do it. Oh, okay. No 3, no 10. A 3 would be painful, right? We're playing for a $350 bounty. A ton of chips. The raise 3 bets. Queen 7. I think limp fold is fine with this hand. The mother-in-law is coming to stay, and I don't want it to be too comfortable. Well, just sensible decisions in through the window. Here's the thing about this hand. How do they have a better hand here? Limp, check, check, check. It's really hard for people to stay balanced in this situation, right? It's really hard to have straights and king X. And even flush draws. Nice. Let's go. That takes us back up to about starting stack here. I have been doing work with the one and only Ben CB from Raise Your Edge. And we developed a course where we take one of my tournament runs. We go really in depth into a bunch of topics. We have over 10 hours of footage. I ask him the questions that I think are going to provide the most value, which is why I think I'm the best student that could possibly be in this series, you know? It's just so jam-packed with value. It's just great. Thanks for checking out the course. We defend. Hearts. Oh, it's hearts, baby. It's a good spot to mess around too, right? I mean, we can totally have a queen. So I think we just go for it here, right? I think the time we take is consistent with figuring out how we look weakest with a queen as well. Ooh, Jack 10 or 9. Oh, so good. No heart, no heart, no heart. Oh, let's go. Let's go, man. That's crazy good news. 101,000. We can jam here. With the bounty in play, it's clear. Without it, it's like we're basically break even, reshoving these offsuit aces against the button. But you do. With the bounty, it's I think, really obvious. Not a very playable hand post-flop, the offsuit version. Suited, we could think about doing other things. Long tank and a call. Ace 9. Okay. We need something good to happen here. Oh, that's pretty good. 5-3. Queen will not do it, unfortunately. That's too bad. We're down to 30K. Hey, we get it in good with the Jack 8, bro. That's nice. Good start. Let's go, man. Such good news to get it in dominating there. I think we raised this because of this really short stack and 350 bounty. And it does fold to the big blind here, who's about 5 blinds deep, right? 7,000, 15. Just 5.5 blinds deep. I mean, we're happy to play against a random hand for 5.5 blinds for sure. We'll probably do the exact same thing we just did with Queen 10 with the same consideration here in the small blind. Call in the big blind, 10, 6, 7. Large bet. Beautiful. Take it, open the queens. Do we cover anyone? Ghost Ito, we cover. Just one opponent with a 525 bounty. Gonna call behind from Shen Cheng 123. Ghost, do it, Ghost. Now is the time to squeeze with the jacks. Hello, Iron Milos. Around poker, obviously. Checks around on the flop, turns a 7. Dax Todger. Most likely to have a 10 of the three of us for sure, but we're not too worried about it. It's a really big bet. It's almost suspiciously big, I think, with a 10, right? What we don't really want to see on the river is like a 6 of hearts, you know? Most likely going to call down. Playing 34% of hands. Goes for kind of a big size on the turn. They don't need to against our stack size. Probably would go a little bit smaller with a 10. And all of that aside, throw all of that away, right? We just have a very strong hand. We have an overpair. With like 18 blinds, we check back the flop. Like, we just get it in. They check, we bet, and they fold, I guess. But we still try and get value from something. Oh, this is good. This is a good hand with queens. Ghost Ito opens. Just 2,400 call, I think, is the plan here. Maybe 26. Prince opens, we 3-bet here. Don't want to call, squeeze, re-squeeze, and then decide. It's also a hand that I don't really want to go all in with pre-flop, but it has really good blockers, so I think it's a good 3-bet spot. And we get a call. Just bet call here. I mean, there's going to be some nutted slow plays in this spot, but I think bet call is the standard. Take it down. Good stuff. Ace-10's pretty close as to whether we want to bet or check. I think in theory we do a little bit of both, but I like checking and checking again, but a really good turn card. 7 on the end. Theory says we have to call here. In practice, I want to fold, but I don't trust that read enough to fold. I think it's a bad idea. It's just too good of a price, man, with ace-10. It's too good of a price. It's too big of a theory mistake to fold this high up in our range when we get to the river for that small of a price. And thankfully, we don't own ourselves there. Okay, aces in the 1,500. We're going to ship. Is that the way we want to build this platform? You know, this community. It's like, we decided you look too appealing. And we get 3-bet from Hector. 4-bet, man. It's a 4-bet. In math, in theory, and in practice, opponent is definitely just going to 3-bet wide enough. It's a great 4-bet bluff hand. They're going to 3-bet a ton. Look at this bounty as well. We're 40 off the money. It's just a 4-bet all day. It's a 4-bet jam chat. You got to have the courage to do it in these spots. A lot of money on the line, but you need bluffs, and this is the bluff. Good luck. Snapped. We need an ace. We need an ace. GG. Good game. We will not cash or win a bracelet there.